It's Lil Fault. Certified music.
Nasty.
But see, I got in trouble 2008, Easter Sunday. I was lightweight good. I was into the streets real heavy though. I was selling drugs, taking people's shit. I ain't give a fuck about nobody or nothing. I wasn't trying to rob that morning. My nigga was down bad. He was gonna rob another one of my niggas.
My life at the time I called my case, I kind of was a mixture of the good guy and the bad guy. I really didn't have a liking for my cousin who I ended up going to prison with. But I don't blame him, I blame myself. I had a mirror image in my cousin because I don't think he even came out of the 8th grade. He had a tragedy that I think triggered the way he carried himself. He lost his mom when he was a baby. Somebody murdered her, and I remember one time he cried and said that somebody killed my mother, so I don't care, so I killed somebody.
In the year of 1985, my life went from all that was good to all that was bad. I was working for the law firm of Austin, Jones, Littlejohn, and Owens as a process servant and an investigator. I probably wouldn't have went to prison, but I threatened to sue the officials for being wrongly incarcerated, so they wasn't going to be wrong. That was the bottom line down there. You know, I don't call them prosecutors, I call them persecutors, because that's what they are.
My name is Greg Powers. I spent the last 10 years in federal prison for assault and use of a firearm during the commission of a crime of violence. Prior to that, I was a veteran of the U.S. Army and also a graduate of Antioch College. Once I got addicted to powdered cocaine, it just threw my whole life out of control.
When I got in trouble, I was living with a dope fiend, doing heroin every day because that was all I was around, and my family life had fallen apart, and I didn't feel like there was anything else, I didn't feel like there was any hope.
The Veterans Administration had changed my medication for depression and anxiety. The use of powder cocaine caused me to become paranoid, and have some irrational thoughts. So March 31st, 2004, I went to the VA hospital. Even though I'd gone there to ask for help, I did have a firearm on me, and made the nurse aware of that. And during that intake process, she had hit a panic button. The feds arrived and pretty much came in shooting. And they shot me, and they also shot the nurse. And I ended up getting sentenced to 10 years in federal prison. I was shot one time through the chest. It went through my lung, my liver, and 5 parts of my intestines. It took about a month in Miami Valley Hospital to get me stabilized enough to transfer me back to the county jail.
I had the gun and I was still there trying to smack the lick while he ran like a coward. Nigga, when I got out the apartment building, they were already outside with shotguns everywhere. For real. Chasing me out through the motherfucking little apartment complex. Woke up in the hospital. Handcuffed to a bed like this. Don't know what the fuck going on. I had a busted head. I got smacked with a 9. After I left the hospital, they took my ass straight to the county jail. For real.
I was middleman in some drugs, and when I come back from Florida, the guy who I actually middleman for said that he didn't get the money he was owed. Come to find out, because the other guy kept avoiding me, the initial guy who gave us the drugs said if I don't get the money from him, then he was gonna kill me. It went down to, I'm telling my cousin about it, and he was like, well, I know the guy's brother, and he said he knows where the money is. So it went from actually an intent to do anything to a guy to just really sitting there waiting for the guy, the brother, to come on back out with us. That turned into my cousin jumping up, saying he didn't come here for this talking, pulled out his Mac 11. The husband of the lady that was in the house heard noise in their living room, came running out, and they struggled with a gun, and the husband took the worst end of it, and he got shot a whole lot of times. And that kind of was the turning point. It was like you see bullets going into somebody who really just woke up to defend his home, and everything went in slow motion. Everything.
The warrant was filed 7 days before the crime ever occurred, okay? They said that was a typographical error. I think what really happened is I threatened to sue Montgomery County or the state of Ohio.
For false accusations?
Yes, for false arrest. My sentence was 8 to 25 years, okay? I was going to Ohio State at one time to be an attorney.
Right.
Some things happened that didn't work out. And,
yes.
But I always had a love for the law, a respect for the law.
That next day, I woke up in prison, you feel me? CRC, correctional, the reception center. What they ended up doing, because a lot of COs had got beat up and shit, so they put us on 23-1. And when you go on 23-1, you in a cell for 23 hours a day, and you out for 1 hour rec.
We would eat lunch, and it was disgusting. It was stuff that I would not even feed to my dog.
We go through the county jail, which in my opinion is 20 times worse than prison, because you lay on a steel bed with a mattress that's maybe this thick, a pillow that's probably equally thick. For us, you literally were in what was the equivalent of a bank vault. You had a real small chute that they fed you out of. You talked to people out of.
When we first got to the reception center in Chillicothe, Ohio, in 1985, they actually put bug spray on us. They said, "Oh, you guys been in that county jail. I don't tell what you might have." Yeah. It's just a form of control. I said, "I'm gonna be a man while I'm in here. I'm gonna be a man when I leave." He said, "Oh, that's what they all say." I said, "Well, I'm gonna die trying."
Start to finish, man. This is what prison is, man. Start to finish, man. Your day go like this, man. You wake up when your doors break. If you don't wake up when your doors break, a nigga liable to come in there and break your face. You feel me? So you up at 6 in the morning, off rec. You ain't going to sleep until they lock them doors again. That's 11 o'clock at night. I don't watch people get stabbed in the face. I don't watch people get smacked with locks and socks. I don't watch people get smacked with locks on the end of belt buckles, you feel me? Everything. 500 man-made knives, shanks as they call them, you feel me?
Well, you know, when you're degraded every day by prison staff and guards, you know, I'm sure that eventually it's going to affect your self-esteem, or if nothing else, it's going to make you a bitter, angry person towards authority figures.
I'm not telling you not to command your respect. I'm telling you, as my father said, a few moments of patience will save 100 days of sorrow.
Certified music.
Nasty.